What's going on, guys? I'm Taylor,
And I'm Ryan.
and today we just wanted to come on here and talk about a new credit card that's kind of burst onto the scene, and that's the Robinhood Gold Card. Now, this is their credit card, and it actually has some pretty good offerings, so we're going to dive in.
Stop wasting money on that dumb shit and instead put it in investment. I know it's tempting to spend it and be broke again.
Yeah, so this Robinhood Gold Card honestly took us by surprise. We weren't
Yeah,
really expecting it. I heard a little bit of whispers about Robinhood coming out with something, but I didn't know this. And honestly, these features, once you jump into it, that's the part that surprised us. I was like,
yeah,
okay, another person coming out with a credit card, no big deal. But let's see what it's about. And we looked into it and we were like, wow, this is something we should definitely talk about. So if you watched one of our previous videos about credit cards in 2023, we talked about the X1 credit card. That was actually pretty cool, had some interesting features. Robinhood, what they did was they acquired the X1 for about $95 million last year. And with that, they took a established credit card and then tweaked it to make it the Robinhood Gold credit card. With this credit card, you can expect no annual fee, which, we always like that. But, and I mean a big but, there is a kind of hidden annual fee because you have to be a member of Robinhood Gold. This is either $5 a month or $50 a year, but you need the annual plan to have this card.
yeah. So if you do have the monthly membership, you will have to switch over to the annual in order to qualify for this card. And then getting into the actual benefits, there's no special intro offer or anything, but the fact that it offers 3% back on all categories is huge. That's actually a fantastic catch-all, especially for a no annual fee card. It's actually pretty rare to see that.
Slight annual
Yeah,
fee
yeah. I mean,
card.
if you already have the gold membership, then I guess it's not really an annual
Right.
fee. But still, if you consider that as the card's annual fee, that's still pretty good for a
I
three
agree.
percent catch-all. A lot of the best credit cards that are even remotely close to this annual fee offer like 2% back. So having 3% back on all is pretty great. And they do offer 5% on Robinhood Travel. And now the Robinhood portal maybe isn't quite as flushed out or well known as a lot of these other ones like Capital One and Chase, but that is something you can look into.
Yeah, and it has some other basic coverages that you expect with standard credit cards nowadays, and we'll put those on the screen just so you can see. They also have virtual cards, which are just, like Apple Pay and stuff like that, that kind of style, virtual credit cards you can pay with. And, a lot of these cool, unique new cards that are trying to stand out, they make them metal,
Yeah.
and this one's stainless steel. So pretty cool.
Yeah,
You do
I
like,
like the feeling of a
I
metal
was gonna
card.
say it is cool to show off, and it is
Yeah,
cool to
yeah.
go ding, ding, ding on
Yeah,
the
got some weight
table,
to it.
right? But other than that, that's not really much of a feature.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So since this is a pretty straightforward card, but you do need the gold membership, we wanted to give you a quick summary of basically what Robinhood Gold is and the benefits that you can expect to receive with that membership. So getting right into that, one of the biggest features is you get 5% interest on your uninvested brokerage cash through a cash sweep program. Now, it's at 5% as of right now. I know that it's fluctuated a little bit because I've heard some people at the time of, they were doing their kind of review, it was like 4 to 4.5%. So keep an eye on that. It could fluctuate a little bit. But on top of that, you get just more access to market research and data, and you have an option for a bigger instant deposit. So instead of like $1,000 with the standard membership with Robinhood, it's up to $50,000 now.
So Robinhood as a whole offers margin trading where you can borrow money to trade. But with the gold membership, the first $1,000 margin borrowed is interest free. And the margin trading interest rate is lower for gold memberships than without one. And lastly, one of the big things that caught me was that 3% IRA match on eligible IRA contributions on your Robinhood IRA account.
Yeah, that's huge because a lot of people associate cash matches with just a 401k through your company. So a company like Robinhood offering a match for an IRA is massive.
So, all honesty, this is a very easy card to follow. There's no categories you got to go. Oh, this month, this quarter, I got to click into this. This is better for grocery. It's just 3% across the board. So I really like it. I think it's a simple card, low annual fee. I really do like it. Honestly, I'm going to look into this more.
Yeah, yeah. The card itself, like Ryan was saying, very straightforward. Now, there are a few things with looking into a Robinhood Gold account in itself, because if you're thinking that that's a checking account, it's not a checking account. This is still an investment brokerage account that you
Right.
have. So all this uninvested money is something you've set aside to be able to trade. So there are a few little catch-alls with that, some tax implications simply with having a brokerage account like that. But yeah, very straightforward card and kind of a surprise, like we were saying in the
Yeah.
beginning.
And as always, this is educational purposes only.
Yeah,
This is just information we found online that we started to look into, and like it piqued our interest more, so we decided to gather this information and share it. This is definitely not financial advice. Definitely don't start just moving everything to Robinhood because you saw this one
yeah,
video.
yeah.
talk to an advisor, do your own research. But we thought this was very interesting. We'd love to share it. As always, please stay tuned for our next video next Sunday. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your best friend. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Stop wasting money on that dumb shit and instead put it in investment. I know it's tempting. You'll spend it and be broke again.